I really do sit and ask myself, like, what is all of this for? I know I said it in my last video, but it's like a really big thing. I've really been trying to figure out like what's important, what's not important, what deserves my energy, what doesn't deserve my energy. What is my purpose? Am I living in my purpose? Is God happy with my decisions and how I'm choosing to move? Am I following the world or am I following God?
Oh, it's gonna be too much walk by.
No, it's okay, Mary, literally. Oh, because I put the 18 cubes over there. The 18 cubes was right there.
You were here?
Yeah, but we ran out, so I moved them over there.
I just emailed you this and then I want to. Like more views of
Hold on, wait. Let me do one thing before you pop this up real quick. I'm sorry. I want green.
over here.
Yeah. I was like, when's she gonna stop? Mary, you're funny because you just.
No, it looks. The angle is really good.
You so like. You just.
No, the angle is really good.
Oh, it's good. Yeah.
Can I, or you want to leave it?
Huh?
Can I like adjust it, or you can leave? You want to leave it that way?
Honestly.
Oh, started recording already?
Yeah,
Oh,
because.
okay.
But if you want to still move it, you can. I don't care. You can move it if you want.
No, I think it's the angle is good. Like the monitor is coming, the screen is showing. And you look all professional.
You're funny, man.
Laundry didn't come yet, right?
No. Go ahead, man. You're so funny, man. It doesn't have to be like that.
No, I'm already late.
No, she's just like, she's
Don't want to ruin the video with the wife.
the wife.
You should have that serious
Hello dear, this is Grace.
Hi, Miss Grace. Let me see, because my WhatsApp had honestly, it had like signed me out of our stuff. Yeah, I will like respond where you said for the mailbags design, because I do have the design. It's just that I'm out, like I'm driving and stuff right now, trying to take care of some stuff. But once I'm done, I can send this all over to you.
The day was going so good too.
No, it wasn't. Look a mess up here. Y'all look like y'all going through it.
Yeah, at least I knew where I'd been.
34 months. Talk to Mary about that.
Yeah, you talk to her. Check the history.
102. You told her. You get no free months.
So maybe I should do 6 months.
Somewhere, so we should grab it.
I don't know, you got 204? Oh man, I'm so glad you came back.
Thank you. I'm
no
so
problem.
glad it was here.
Oh yeah, me too. Anything else I can get for you?
That's it, sir. Let me see. Medium mailbox, 3 months, 102. Is there any way that you can show me that you put in 34 months?
Yeah, with a calculator. That's gonna be your total later.
I don't need you to touch it. I know what I'm doing.
You're taking too long.
Can I get my receipt?
I don't know. Let me see. Oh, I guess you can. There you go.
Can you hit the button where you like accept the renewal, like verify?
I'm gonna hit it.
Verify.
You want me to hit it right now?
I do.
Okay, hit it. You see, you're none the wiser. You don't even know if I hit it. I'm just saying.
All right, thanks, buddy. It's so hot outside right now. I'm going to the park. I thought that I was gonna start off at the gym, but unfortunately, that is not what my body needs at the moment. So, to the park I go. I meant to get that stress ball whenever I went to pay for my box, but I forgot it. I want to get some stress balls, y'all. Being outside, in a sense, hearing the sounds of nature, it kind of helps to calm me. And right now, I just feel like it's so many emotions built up inside of me, and I'm having a hard time processing them. So, here we are. Alright, you guys, so a few days ago, I came across a sermon. Well, I was watching Sunday service. It was like live streaming, and it was like 8 in the morning. And there were a few things that stood out to me, but the ones that really touched me and maybe like affected me this week was when he asked, do your behaviors align with your identity? And another thing that he mentioned was you cannot be living in your purpose if all you're doing is scrolling. These last 2 weeks or so, I'm not gonna say that I just have been just doing whatever, because that is absolutely not the case. I've been doing what I need to do, but could I do more? Yes. I've also picked up these habits of just scrolling or binge watching shows, which I know could be a bad thing. Like sometimes you think that if you do a little bit of a bad habit every single day, like it's no big deal, but it does start to become a big deal. And I feel like in this time right now for me, it's like I'm being very hard on myself because I know where I'm trying to go. So I'm not being easy on myself. I'm not really giving myself grace. And right now, I'm not really sure how to feel about that, because it's just like, it is what it is. You know, in this moment, I've let up too much. I've let up for far too long. So right now it's like, no, you need to put your foot on the gas. You need to stop playing, because yeah, we're not going to get to where we're trying to go if we're playing around. That led me to number one, ask about like, okay, what are my day-to-day habits? What am I doing? But then also it's one of those things of like, who do I identify as? How do I see myself? And this was not something that was just so easy for me to answer, because I wasn't thinking surface level. I feel like surface level is, oh, I'm a content creator. You know, every single time you ask someone like, who are you or what do you do? Everyone's telling you about like their description in life. If they're an entrepreneur, if they have a business, where they work, things that they invest in, but that's not who you are. Who are you at the core? And so these are things that I was asking myself. And unfortunately, it was not something that I was just able to answer, because I truly didn't know what to say, honestly. And to be honest, I think for a very, very long time, I actually programmed myself to identify with whatever it was that I was doing in life. I think it's part of the reason why for so long I felt bad about the fact that at this age, I was still working at the UPS store. And I'm like, I should have been so much further in this and this, because in a sense, I identified with my work. I put my work on the type of work that I was doing. I put my worth and my value on the amount of money that I had, versus putting that on who I am as a person outside of all of this other stuff. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. It makes sense to me, but you know. And yeah, I think for that reason, it's why I was always just hard on myself. And you know, whenever I would think about where I was in life, it would send me down this dark rabbit hole and I would go into depression. I think that answers that. Now, have I sat down to reflect over who am I and all of those things? Yes, I actually wrote a nice long paragraph, and I told myself that I would actually go back and look at that often, because it would remind me of who I am, but also how to show up in this world. The world can be like, the world can be a big influence. You really have to pay attention to who you watch, what you're listening to. I feel like there's information that you could listen to, but you have to know what to let go and what to keep, to be honest. And I don't know, y'all. I really do sit and ask myself, like, what is all of this for? I know I said it in my last video, but it's like a really big thing. I've really been trying to figure out, like, what's important, what's not important, what deserves my energy, what doesn't deserve my energy. What is my purpose? Am I living in my purpose? Is God happy with my decisions and how I'm choosing to move? Am I following the world or am I following God? The guy that I was watching, he was just talking about how, he's gonna move over to the streamer world, and I'm guessing, like, that's where the money at. That's what everybody is on now. And I'm not gonna even sit here in front like I didn't think about doing it. But then I'm like, pause. This is at all no attack on any streamer. I like watching streams. I like Kai. I love Speed. Those are honestly the only two that I would really pay attention to, if I'm going to be honest. And this is at all no attack on anyone else. This is just me talking about my experience and my thought process and my perspective. And number one, I feel like I just don't know if I could stream my entire life all day, every day, because I like to live in the present. Outside of just that and just me, I think about all the people that sit for hours and they watch this stuff. And so for me, if I was to start a stream, I feel like, yes, you guys will get motivation. You guys will get motivation, right? But at the same time, you guys will see me bettering my life. And for all those hours, what are y'all doing? Like, how is my community bettering themselves and bettering their life if every single day that I'm streaming for 5 to 7 hours, y'all are watching me? What are you guys doing? And then I had to really ask myself, like, is that something that God would want for me? And I just don't think so. And just me being the human that I am, if I say that I'm for you guys, why would I do something like that other than for money? Other than for money. Even when it comes to my YouTube videos, when I tell y'all, like, maybe sometimes I OD, but I even think about the time that I want to drop my videos. And I think at one point I was dropping them in the morning, but then I'm like, wait, even I sometimes don't want to wake up and just listen to someone and their opinions and all of this stuff like early in the morning. So I try to consider that for you guys too, because the reason that I do my content is to motivate and inspire, but it's not just for you guys to watch me. It's for y'all to get some motivation and then go and apply these things into y'all's life. Bye. my God. Come on. That's it. God. I do this to like motivate and just inspire you guys, because even I be needing this a lot of times. And anyways, with all of that being said, just a lot of things have me questioning like who I am, how I want to show up, like what's my purpose and what I'm really here for. Because like I said, I think sometimes the world you can be easily influenced by the world. Like, it's so bad that you would think that you're behind in life and try to rush your journey and your process just because of where we see other people and what they're doing and things like that. And that's why it's just a big thing to just know who you are and what you stand for. And it's definitely something that I questioned all this week, to be honest, but I needed that. I really did. If I'm gonna be honest, this actually really did feel good to release just now. I needed that release because it's just been such a long week. I also struggle with my mental health sometimes, you guys. So I don't know. It's just very important for me to make sure that I'm doing things like this. It's very important also for me to really start speaking up instead of allowing my body to shut me up and shut down. Like, I can't let those things happen. I was thinking today, like, a lot of times I go into like a fight or flight response type of thing, and I understand where it stems from, but now I have to learn what exercises and practices and things that I can do in order to help me gain control of that, because it gets really, really bad. But overall, you guys, this is just food for thought. You know, go to the drawing table and, you know, really just sit and reflect with yourself. Like, do you know what your identity is, and if your behaviors align with who you are? And don't be surface level. Like, look below what you do. Look below that. Go deep, really go deep. But I'm still working on it, so I ain't about to sit here and just, you know, be hounding you guys. But yeah, today I thought I was just gonna wake up and go to the freaking gym, but it didn't work out like that. I feel like I'm still learning how to adapt. That's one thing I will say that I'm learning how to do. Adapt. Even when I was watching this video on like morning routines and stuff like that, and we'll get into that probably in the next video. But one thing that she did say is even when you build your routine, make sure that you still change some things. Like, you're not sticking to the exact same thing every single time, because there will come days where you may not be able to do your routine exactly down to a T, and for some people that can shake them up. So always learn to adapt, switch it up a little bit. So honestly, I'm not even mad at this. I feel like I gave my body exactly what it needed in this moment. I knew that I just needed to be. I knew that I needed to release everything that I was feeling inside, because I know that the gym does help with stress and all of that, but babe, nah, like, this needed to be addressed. It wasn't one of those things that I just wanted to patch up with a workout, unfortunately. And sometimes when I feel so much inside, it's kind of hard for me to push through and try to go work out, if I'm going to be 100% honest. But yeah.
Don't sell yourself short. Concentrate on your assets. Discover your superior talents. Remember, it's not how many brains you've got that matters. Rather, it's how you use your brains that counts. Manage your brains instead of worrying about how much IQ you've got. Number 2, remind yourself several times daily, my attitudes are more important than my intelligence. At work and at home, practice positive attitudes. See the reasons why you can do it, not the reasons why you can't. Develop an I'm winning attitude. Put your intelligence to creative, positive use. Use it to find ways to win, not to prove you will lose.